How you doing? My name is Chef Jeff. I'm the chef at the River Moon here in Fort Good River, New Jersey. And I'm going to do my Bada Calamari. All right, first we're gonna start with some XVO, get it nice and hot. Again, you don't want it too hot where you burn the garlic. I'm using sliced garlic for this dish. Now the calamari, the way that we're doing it is we're gonna fry it. And here at the restaurant, we bring in only fresh calamari. We don't use the frozen stuff that everybody else uses. It just has a nicer flavor, it's softer. And it's very fresh. Because the frozen stuff, when it defrosts and you cut it, and it just gets like chewing on the sole of your shoe. It looks good. So now I'm gonna add some diced plum tomato right to it. A little bit of sliced artichoke hearts. Some leeks. Again, leeks are large green onions, a little softer flavor. Some fresh herbs. Give them a toss. And I'm also gonna throw in some cherry peppers. I don't cut the cherry peppers. I leave them whole because it brings out enough heat. If you want to cut them open, cut them open. If you don't want hot peppers in there, you don't have to add them. It's cooking. It's just, you do whatever you want with it. Nothing is set in stone, or it's not a science or anything like that. So get this going. Now I'm going to add a little bit of butter. Adds a little bit of richness to the dish. And now I'm going to deglaze with a little bit of rice wine vinegar. Just adds a little element of bite in addition to the peppers. And then some extra virgin or Ecco Domani Pinot Grigio. A little bit of chicken stock. We make the chicken stock here. Again, if you can use that stuff in a can, just make sure you get low sodium. Because you're always adding salt and tasting as you go. The stuff in the can is highly salted for a reason, so it can last through a nuclear war. Now I'm gonna add some little neck clams to this. Yeah, 6 little neck clams. You can use top necks, middle necks, whatever you're comfortable with. And then once this comes up to a boil, the clams will pop open. And we're gonna add the linguine and then the fried calamari. Cover this up. And now just give it a second to open. In the meantime, I'll get a dish ready. While this is going, just to give you an idea of my background, I know Bert had talked to you. I've been doing this my whole life as well as Bert, starting at a young age, watching my mom and my grandmother in the kitchen. And just developed from there, working in a lot of different restaurants with a lot of good chefs, and did a little stint in culinary school. Going on about 16 years with this. There's a lot of different ways that you can prepare calamari. You could grill it, you could steam it, you could boil it, make salads. Here we do a mixed seafood salad with the calamari, little clams, little shrimp. Cold it, like for a cold antipasto, or we'll grill it, a little bit of lemon and oregano and some fresh herbs, serve it over some mixed greens with a little light vinaigrette. It's a very versatile product to have in your kitchen. While this is going, I'm gonna add a squeeze of lemon juice. The lemon juice will bring all the flavors together. Now for the calamari, what we do is we soak it in buttermilk, just a little bit of buttermilk. It helps to keep it tender, acts as a tenderizer because of the acidity in the buttermilk. We mix it with seasoned flour and deep fry it, 350, 375 in clean oil, only for a matter of 2-3 minutes, just until it's done. You'll know when it's done when it starts to sing to you. When I mean that, you'll hear the way that it's frying. And you'll know that it's ready. You don't want to, again, calamari is something that you don't want to overcook because, like I said, it gets very chewy and very unpleasant on the tongue. So while that's going, I'm gonna heat up our linguine that we've pre-cooked. Clams are starting to pop. Once they start to pop, you know they're there. And then to finish this dish, what I'm gonna do is add a little baby spinach and some Parmesan cheese, and then toss the pasta inside of that. The clams, when they first pop open, that's when you know that they're ready. If some of them open ahead of time, that's okay. You're gonna get some stubborn ones that don't want to open as fast as the other ones. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my spinach. Let the spinach steam with the remainder of the clams. This dish usually takes about 8-10 minutes to cook. It's a fairly quick dish. Just again, it all depends on how much prep you've done with the dish, if you have your calamari ready, if you have your stubborn clams, because you want to do the calamari pretty much at the same time that you're doing the steaming. And through the magic of internet and Bert's Magic Fryer, I have some already fried off of the calamari. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some herbs and a little bit of Parmesan cheese. We're gonna mix this together. Set this aside. And I'm gonna add our linguine. And for some of the clams that don't open, you can set them aside. They might be dead clams, which is okay, they're not gonna hurt you. Like this one doesn't wanna open, so we'll set him aside. Okay, and now we're gonna top it with the fried calamari. And this is the Bada Calamari.